Hey everyone, this is MJ. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you are a subscriber, and welcome if you are brand new. Today is Tuesday, and I'm going to do a tag. Okay, so the tag I'm going to be doing is the mid-year book freakout tag, because half the year is almost over, and it went by so fast. So let's get to the prompts. All right, let's get to the prompts. Prompt number 1, what is the best book you've read this year? Well, I would have to say it is Caledonia by Elspeth Barker. This book was given to me by my best friend. It came out in 1991. It is not well known, but for those that have read it, loved it. The blurb, the author Ali Smith says it is the best, least known novel of the 20th century, and I may have to agree. This book focuses on the first 16 years of a girl that resides with her family in a castle in Scotland, and basically how she navigates her life. She is dark, she is funny, she is humorous, she is precocious. There is a lot of natural surroundings that are described in the writing. It's a good book with a surprise ending. I didn't expect it to be as dark as it is, but it is fantastic. She has such a sense of humor. I can't say enough about this book. I think this is probably a new favorite. I definitely say it's a new favorite of mine. Probably will be reading it again in the future as well. Ali Smith, the author, says this is the best, least known novel of the 20th century, and I would agree with her. So if you're looking for something different, a little dark, a little gothic, check out Caledonia. Question number 2, what is the best sequel I've read this year? I haven't read any sequels, so I'm going to pass on that question. Next question, what is a new release that I haven't yet read but want to? There's a bunch, and basically it's a lot of my book of the month club picks. This one, it's a newer release. I'm not sure exactly when it came out. Let's see. This is from December 2021, so it's new-ish. A History of Wild Places. Absolutely want to read this one. This is on the list. This one just came out. The Lifestyle by Taylor Hahn. I'm reading this for Garb August. It's about swinger culture. So this is going to be on the list for the trashy month. Also, there's a book I just got. Let me see. This is Cult Classic by Sloane Crossley. This just came out within the past few weeks, so this is absolutely a newer release that I need to get to. I'll read you one of the blurbs from the back. Andrew Sean Greer, author of Less, says, did the comic romantic thriller exist before Sloane Crossley, or has she invented it? Either way, Cult Classic is a classic. Funny, suspenseful, unput-downable. Here is one of America's wittiest writers at her best. A pleasure on every page. So I'm excited to read this. Next prompt. What upcoming release am I most looking forward to? I would have to say George Saunders. I am a huge fan. I absolutely love his writing and his work, and he has a new release called Liberation Day, coming out October 18th of 2022. I only know that because I think I received a Goodreads email for a giveaway, but I usually don't follow like what's coming out. I used to a lot, but I haven't done so. I'm just like too busy focused on what I'm supposed to be reading. But yeah, George Saunders, Liberation Day, absolutely going to be reading him. Prompt number 5, biggest disappointment so far this year. The Night Circus. Don't hate me. Don't come at me. Did a review video on it. Did this as a group read over at my channel. A bunch of us read it, and the majority of us all had the same take. Just there was a complete disconnect. Beautiful language, descriptive language, put you in the setting. I love the fashion, I love the environment, but I had zero connection with the characters. Absolutely zero. I could care less about what happened. So this was a huge disappointment for me. Question number 6, biggest surprise. I would have to say The Book of the Most Precious Substance by Sarah Gran was everything. I loved this book so much. It is a horror book, and it has to do with two booksellers that are romantically involved, that are on the hunt for a magical book. It's very spicy, it's very sexy, and it is just a good read. If you are comfortable with a little bit of spiciness and a little bit of sexiness, it is just perfect. I thoroughly enjoyed this book, and that is by the author Sarah Gran. And the next question, favorite new author to me, that would have to be Sarah Gran. I read 2 of her books back to back. I read The Book of the Most Precious Substance, and then I also read a book she wrote called Come Closer, which has to do with a woman that is dealing with a possible demonic possession, or might be mental health issues. That was a fascinating book. I did not love it as much as The Book of the Most Precious Substance. I thought it was a good book, but I think I was expecting more out of that. And if you're interested in tiptoeing into a little bit of horror, that is a perfect book to start with, because it's not scary, it's not super spooky, it's a little unsettling, but it's nothing that's going to keep you up at night. And that is Come Closer by Sarah Gran. But she is my new favorite author that I discovered in the last 6 months. Who is my newest fictional crush? That would have to be Dr. Ryland Grace from Project Hail Mary. I love him. He is just so cool. He is the character that I would want to hang out with. We would totally mesh. We would be able to talk science. We would be able to just have a good conversation. How he is portrayed in Project Hail Mary is friendly, approachable, funny, witty, charismatic, caring, all of those great qualities. So he is my fictional crush right now, and I'm reading that right now, hopefully finishing up this week. The next question asks, who is my newest favorite character? That would have to be Dorian. Dorian is deliciously naughty, and I enjoyed getting to know him. I had a group read over at my channel, over at my Discord, for The Picture of Dorian Gray. A bunch of us read it. I read it, I listened to it, and I watched the movie with Ben Barnes, and I was just all in. So he is one of my favorite fictional characters. Not a crush, but he is delightfully delicious and naughty. Next question, a book that made me cry. I don't remember having full-on tears for any books, but I will say Before the Coffee Gets Cold got me a little misty. Before the Coffee Gets Cold is an entry-level book into sci-fi. It has to deal with parallel universes, portals, time travel, whatever you want to call it. And there's one section that has a character that has dementia, and they go back in time. And that hits home for me because both of my parents had dementia. So, you know, yeah, that's the one that would make me cry. And that is a great book. If you are not into sci-fi, it is a great pick for tiptoeing into the culture of sci-fi, because it's not heavy on the sci-fi. It's more human story and experiences. And it's really, really good. I really enjoyed reading that book. Okay, the next prompt is for a book that made me happy. Now, this is going to be a very strange answer, but it is The Great God Pan, and that is a horror book that came out in 1890. And why did this book make me happy? It made me happy because it was the starting point of my love affair with horror. And I was a little nervous going into reading this book. I wasn't sure what to expect. It was fantastic. It was fascinating. It had everything that I wanted, a little bit of mystery, a little bit of suspense, a little bit of gore, a lot of questions. It was just, and a little bit of mystery. It was everything that I wanted as an entry level back into the horror genre. And I just thought it was absolutely fantastic. And when I finished reading it, I was so glad that I read it. I think I gave it 5 stars. And it really was just incredible. It's a short book, but it gave me that confidence that yes, I can go back into reading horror. I don't know why, if I was nervous or scared or just I've been out of the genre for so long, and it really did allow me a springboard back into the genre, if that makes sense. So yeah, Great God Pan made me happy. Okay, the most beautiful book I purchased or received this year. I haven't really purchased a lot of beautiful books, but this one I got at the Barnes & Noble sale when they had a big 50% off sale. And it was right after Anne Rice passed, and this is the Barnes & Noble edition of The Vampire Chronicles. And it is just a beautiful rose, I guess like rose gold, rose silver cover. The side has wrought iron gates as seen in New Orleans. Have you been to New Orleans? Comment down below. I have, and I love that city. And this book has The Interview with the Vampire Lestat, and The Queen of the Damned. And it has gold edges, nice little ribbon. And the print is decent. It's not super small, which is nice, but the pages are thin. Oh, yeah, just beautiful. There's the print, if you can see it. Nice quality. So this is probably the most beautiful book that I've purchased in the last 6 months. Okay, and the last question is, what books do I need to read before the end of the year? All the ones that I want to read. I'm not setting myself up for failure by saying I'm going to read all these books and then I'm not. There's definitely one book I'm going to read in October, and that's my father's favorite, and that is The Lost Horizon? No, it's just Lost Horizon. And it's about a plane crash that goes down in Shangri-La, I believe. So I'm gonna read that. That was his favorite book, so that's gonna be in memory of him. But other than that, I am just a free spirit. I got my mood trolley. I am just gonna pick and read whatever I want to. So that's my answer for question 13. Okay, so that is the wrap up for the mid-year freakout tag. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope you are not freaking out that it's half of the year has passed. I hope that we all have a great next 6 months, and that we will be back here for the end of the year wrap up. But tell you what, it has been an awesome 6 months on YouTube. I want to thank everyone for subscribing to my channel, for supporting it, for engaging with me in the comment section. I absolutely love it. And I'm reading a lot of different things outside of what I normally read, which is awesome. So I hope everyone is doing well and you are staying safe. Make sure that you are taking care of yourself so you can take care of others. And I will see you in my next video. All right, everyone. Goodbye for now.